Okay, we're doing the percentages first chance test. Let's just put a heading. Percentages first chance. Okay. I'm going to put that in a nice cloud. I mean, you should really do it with a ruler, but it's a bit difficult on this iPad, so I'll excuse myself. First question, what is 6% of 3,180? So 6, question 1, 6% of 3,180. So 6% means 6/100ths. Percent means out of 100. So that's 6 on the top out of 100 on the bottom as a big fraction. Whenever you see times with fractions, whenever you see of with fractions, it means you're multiplying. So that's 6 times 3,180 on the top divided by 100 on the bottom. And that's just something we can stick into the calculator. So let's do that. We can make a fraction. 6 times 3,180 on the top divided by 100 on the bottom, 190.8. So equals 190.8. It's not going to, it's not money, so I'm not going to do it to, excuse me, 2 decimal places. Just 1 decimal place is fine for that. Okay, question 2. So I'm just going to move that up there. Question 2 says 6% of a number is 3,180. What is the number? Okay, so 6% is 3,180. We want to know what the number itself is, or in other words, we want to know what 100% of the number is. So a good stepping stone towards that is to figure out what 1% is. So if you've got 6%, to get to 1%, you need to divide everything by 6. So I'm going to take the 3,180 and divide it by 6 to find out what 1% is. So let's just do that. Get rid of all of that. So 3,180 divided by 6 equals 530, it tells me. So 1% is 530. And now that I know what 1% is, it's easy to multiply everything by 100 to find out what 100% is. So 100% is 100 times as much. I don't even need a calculator for that, because it's just 530 with 2 more zeros stuck on. So the number was 53,000. The original number was 53,000. Okay, question 3 that says increase 3,180 by 6%. There's a couple of ways you can set this out. You can say the original 3,180 plus brackets 6% of 3,180. So that's 3,180 plus 6 on the top, 100 on the bottom, big fraction, times for of 3,180 on the top, and then work all that out. So let's just do that. Again, I'll get on my calculator, clear all that. Okay, so it's 3,180 plus big fraction, 6 on the top, 100 on the bottom for the 6%, and then times the original 3,180 on the top, comes to 3370.8. Okay, so equals 3370.8. Scrappy underlining because it's difficult to do a ruler thing on the iPad, but you can do that better on real paper. A quicker way to do that is just to say 3180 times 1.06, because the 1 gives you your original amount, the 3180 times 1, and then the 0.06 gives you an extra 6/100ths, which is the same as 6%. So if you want, you can set that out a much quicker way. Just a straightforward multiplication by 1.06 should give you the same answer. Okay, moving on to question 4 now. Decrease 3180 by 6%. Okay, so in a similar way, you could say 3180 minus 6% of 3180. So that's 3180 minus 6 on the top, 100 on the bottom for 6%, times for of 3180, and get the answer. Or, quicker way to do it, you can just work out 94% of 3180. So you can just say 0.94 times 3100%, because 0.94 is 94%, and 94% is what you're left with if you take 6% off. So either way you do that, you should get the same answer. Let's just work it out on the calculator. So I'll clear all that. 0.94 times 3180 equals 2989.2. 2989.2. There we go, equals 2989.2. It's not money, so I'm not going to do 2 decimal places yet. Question 5. An amount of money is 3180 after a 6% increase. What was the original amount? So you've got to think of the original amount as being the 100%, and then 6% of that has been added on, and then the answer to that has come to 3180. So you've got to say 3180, and it's euros, so we're talking about money, and it's going to be therefore to 2 decimal points, is 106% of the original amount, because it's had the 6% added on, and this is the amount afterwards. So once again, we're going to try and find out what 1% is, and we're going to get from 106% to 1% by dividing by 106. So I'm just going to do that on the calculator. 3180, I'm going to have to clear that from the last time, aren't I? 3180 divided by 106 equals 30. Okay, well that's nice. So 30 euros is 1%, and then if you multiply everything up by 100, you get 100%. So 30 times 100 is 3,000. So 3,000 is the answer. 3,000 was the original 100%, 3,000 was the original amount. Okay, so that was question 5, wasn't it? Then I'm going to move on to question 6. An amount of money is 3,180 after a 6% decrease. Okay, so this time 3,180 euros is 94% of the original amount, because the original amount was the 100%. It's had 6% taken off, so now it's only 94% of what it was, and that 94% is €3,180. So I want to find out what the original 100% was. So as an in-between step, I'm going to find out what 1% was. So to get from 94% to 1%, I'm going to divide everything by 94. So onto the calculator for that. Clear all that from before. 3,180 divided by 94 gives me not a nice number. I'm gonna go to 4 decimal places, because I know that when I multiply it up, it'll give me something that's to 2 decimal places. So 33829, well, 7, but that's going to round to 8. So 3338288. 3, I've forgotten already. 338298. 338298. 33.8298 is 1%. After I divided everything by 94 to find out what 1% was, and then multiply it by 100, I will get 3382.98 is 100%. So the original amount was 3382.98. It was reduced by 6%, so we only had 94%, and after that we had the 3180. So that's a smaller amount, so it all kind of checks out and makes sense. 3382.98. On reflection, I think if I was doing that question again, I'd try and figure it out so that it came to an exact number rather than something that had to be rounded, because we are talking about money, so in real life that is going to be exact numbers. But there we are. Okay, question 7. 3,180 is invested in a savings bond at 6% simple interest. How much is it worth after 10 years? Okay, so you've got your original 3,180, and then it's earning some interest. The interest it's earning is 6%. So 6, I'm just going to write that a little bit further down. I'm going to make a big fraction. So it's going to earn 6%, 6/100ths of the 3,180 every year. And because there's 10 years, it's going to do that 10 times. So 10 on the top for 10 years times 6/100 for 6% times the original 3,180 on the top is the interest it earns, plus, of course, the original amount is still there. So just doing that on the calculator, we have got, clear all that from before, the original 3,180 80 plus the interest it's going to earn. I'm going to make a big fraction, so 10 years times 6%, so that's 6 on the top, and just trying to get to the bottom of that, 100 on the bottom for 6%, times the original amount on the top, 3,180, 80, and that comes to 5,088. So equals 5,088 euros. And question 8, it's compound interest. So it's 3,180 at 6% compound interest. So you've got your original 3,180. After 1 year, it's worth 1.06 times as much because it's got the original amount with an extra 6%. But that's not happening just for 1 year. It's happening for 10 years because you're multiplying by 1.6 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 by 1. It's not even 1.6, is it? 1.06 by 1.06. So you're doing that 10 times. That's not the same as times 10. Multiplying by 1.06 and doing it 10 times is not the same as doing 1.06 times 10. It's multiplying it by itself 10 times, not multiplying it by 10. So 3,180 times 1.06 to the power of 10. So to the power of 10 is for the 10 years, and the 1.06 is for the original amount plus an extra 6% every year. So the good thing about that is that it's something you can just put into the calculator as a single simple calculation. Clear all that from before. 3,180 times 1.06 to the power of 10, and that comes to 5694.89 and then a 5. So that's going to round up to 90 to the nearest penny. 5694.90. Just get to my thing. Equals 5694.90. Doing it to 2 decimal places because it's money. So that saves you having to do 10 separate calculations for year after year after year. Okay, so I hope that made sense to you.